Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be looking at ticker HYPR. As always, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. Let's see what this chart looks like. Immediately off the bat on the daily, you wonder why this move happened here. What's with this recent move? And my guess would be probably because it broke this. There's a trend line here. That would be why I suspect that move happened. Nice strength coming up, tested it a few times as resistance and then found it as support the next day. Consolidated, now the move's starting to occur. You can even see a little bit of a cup and handle. Here's your cup, probably forming the handle right now. I can see some upside happening right in this area. So I do like that long-term setup of that cup and handle, but this trend line dated all the way back to, let's see here, the 1st of February of 22. So over a year, that trend line has stood there and finally got broke. Something like that happens, there's going to be a pretty decent little move. As far as levels that I see that we need to watch for, if we do some horizontal lines, right off the bat, really right where we're at, $1.62, that's going to be a fairly strong one. Support, turned resistance, stayed resistance, resistance again. So I'd really be eyeballing that 162 and see if it rejects or if it can actually make the move through it. After that, next price target, it's going to be the top of the cup, right around that $2 range. Every dollar on, being $1.62, $1.57, it's every dollar is going to be a tough psychological level of resistance. So that's where I'd be watching for, especially because it was support turned resistance. So now we've got to break that trend line again and turn it into support. After that, there's really a lot of room to run here. If it can get, I see earnings is coming up. If it can get positive earnings, I really could see a lot of room for this to run. Got a small level, 250, which is going to be another psychological level anyway. But the next big one I'd put right at that 307. So we'll mark that to keep an eye on that a little longer term. That's where I see HYPR, Hyperfine. I don't know anything about this company. We're just looking at this at a chart level. And I base my trades off of these charts. And yeah, I definitely wish I could have got it done yesterday because it has made a pretty good move today so far. If we look on the hourly, retracement occurred. That would be a good trend line to watch also. We can see if this trend stays a support here. It's a pretty steep support line, but so far it's holding up. So you may see a retracement and just some bounces off of these trend lines. I would try and take an entry. If I were to take an entry on this, I would try whenever it bounces on that trend line, proves that it's going to be support still, and then take an entry in that area and just ride that wave and see what happens at $1.63. I'd really like to see this actually push above $1.63 and see what could happen. Maybe start scaling out on the way up. And the next target would be $2. If it could break $2, it's going to have a pretty good amount of room to run there. There's just not a whole lot of trading that's occurred here. So it's definitely one I'm going to keep an eye on. I can give more updates on it as we get into the week. But hopefully we learned something from it. And we'll see you all in the next one.